The Dragon Boat Festival means a lot to me in many different layers. It was a volunteer project that I had great passion for because we wanted people to get to know our Asian community. In Colorado alone, there's 32 different Asian communities, 72 different Asian dialects. And we wanted a means to help the community at large to get to know our Asian community. And so on that level, it was that sharing. On the other level, I realized that I didn't have that much of a connection with my own Japanese American community. And by doing this festival, it helped unfold something within me. It was a personal journey to a huge extent. It was a personal journey for me, as well as I gave back to the community and to the city of Denver. For the past 8 years, the last Saturday and Sunday in July, I've walked along Sloan's Lake at 5 a.m. It is Colorado Dragon Boat Festival time. This year, I walk in the silence of the morning before the more than 110,000 people descend upon the lake. As I walk, I go back to the Day of Remembrance ceremony at the Denver Buddhist Temple over 10 years ago. I sat 3 rows back on the right-hand side in the audience. One of the Asian American panelists who served on the 442nd Infantry reminisced how fellow Japanese Americans would ask one another the simple question, "Where did you live?" Translation, "Where were you interned?" "Which internment camp did you go to?" Many in the audience nodded their heads. My head didn't move. In my life, no one asked me that question. How come? If they did, how would I answer? My parents are Japanese Americans, but they weren't interned. They lived in Hawaii. Very few Japanese were transferred to the mainland and to internment camps. But the truth was that it wasn't just the internment thing that made me feel a distance. I realized I was never really connected to the Japanese American community here in Denver. I had always felt a distance. As I continue my walk to the festival at Sloan's Lake, I round the bend and I see the multitude of tents and the colorful 40-foot flat-bottomed dragon boats in the quiet of the morning. I walk past Sybil and Ambrose's home and the houses of the families that I have come to know for the past 8 years. I remember when Sybil came to my aid, providing a belt of all things because I had too much communication equipment for the festival. A radio, 2 cell phones, a BlackBerry, too much weight. The belt helped keep my pants up. This is my final day, full of memories and nostalgia as I pass the baton to the new festival leadership. I think back to the last day of the festival in 2001, my first year. It was 9 p.m. It was getting dark. I could feel the salty sweat on my face. I stood, looking down at Sloan's Lake, watching the still water in silence. I could sense someone had come up quietly to my shoulder. One of the last festival goers, and we were looking at the lake. Quietly, softly, he said to me, "I'm proud to be Asian." And I thought to myself, me too.